That's it. Defense. But Carlton and Hawthorn on a Sunday afternoon at the MCG, just turning back time a little bit. The Blues and the Hawks ready for action, both undefeated so far. Reeves gets the first tap and the Hawks can go forward. Warple, he led their contested possession count last week. O'Meara, there's a bit of fortune in that. And there's one of their guns up forward. Gunston, who takes the first mark.
Well, he's been starting out a full forward over the last couple of weeks, and he's a real handful. You can see they're up against Wiedering, against Port Adelaide last week.
He was a bit wobbly early a couple of weeks ago in front of goal, but got it right in the second half. Unfortunately, he's returned to his first half form with that kick.
If it's a good kick, it'll be impossible to stop.
Wingard had the most decisive of possessions, helped out by Morrison and Jath. Bruce, a fraction casual, but he was impeded. And so Luke Bruce, he's got Gunston, as you said, coming out of the square. The block was applied by Lewis, but that was pretty well covered in the end. It's going to drop Hawthorn's favour, and this man, who is quickly making a name for himself, Moore, takes the mark.
This is their advantage.
And he does work around to get comfortable and kick Hawthorn's first. Free to the Blues.
Well, they've lost that one, but the Hawks are well on top of the contested ball, which would have been a focus this week.
Kennedy ignored the Curnow lead. Instead, he went for Mackay.
Oh. Wow. Now that's powerful.
And 15 disposals, 12 marks, 5 contested possessions, 7 on a lead. He can do it all, and he's kicking goals. First one to the Blues. A quick answer. And we've got the look of the game that we wanted here. Terrific contest early days. Pitnet was trying to find either Setterfield or Walsh. It ends with Fisher. Curnow and Silvani in the back, and Curnow, well, what a start in the front 50 for Carlton. Mackay the first time, and now Charlie. How good it was last week. Can he repeat the dose? Can he take it back to the MCG? Well, that's a mighty fine start. The big guns are blazing early for the Blues. One to Mackay, one to Curnow. Speaking of bombs, massive kick out to the wing. Over Granger Barras, Boyd able to round it up. Now Wiedering. Doherty. Hitting targets, Owens.
That's the launch pad, 50 to 70 from goal, and drop it to the top of the goal square and give your aerial guys a chance.
It's really one-on-one as far as the targets are concerned, and it's Cripps this time in front of Mitchell.
It's just been the change in his game this year, Patrick Cripps. He's getting forward more.
And I'm sure he'd love to see his captain get around the corner and continue his outstanding goal-kicking form. That's 6 for the season. To half forward, Curnow is there again. Ranging out 60 from goal, sends to Silvani this time. Oh, Silvani! Shades of his old man there, the #1 leaping at the MCG.
Well, that's beautiful football. I mean, the transition there was superb. Curnow took a hanger.
And that's 4 goals for the Blues in a row. And a 17-point lead and a wide smile from Jack Silvani. Pitnet looked the most likely. Setterfield read the play well. Walsh threading it. Doherty knew it was coming, and now the challenge is there for the Hawks defence because they're running everywhere. The two little guys combining. Durden putting it on the chest of Owies.
See, they're trying to zone off the smalls. And Owies and Durden are running riot. Fisher as well. They're getting plenty of space. They're getting plenty of freedoms.
This for a 5th in the opening term. A marvellous start for Carlton, both big and small, as Owies kicks his first, his second for the year so far. And the lead blows out to 22 points, and not surprising, Sam Mitchell's hit the phone. Drops so short to Koning, Sicily, Reeves. All had a play at it. Oh, he let him in, and Durden. That was all the invitation he needed. And they are running right at the MCG, the Blues, unless...
Incomplete. Looking at this angle, we can see the ball would have gone for a goal had it not hit the umpire. So decision on scoreboard.
The confirmation that Carlton needed.
It's good numbers.
As Eddie said, you're in that position. Sometimes you've just got to make the most of your opportunity.
And the centre clearance, bloke bursting off the back flank, banging it straight.
Doherty does just that. What's the read? It might be Mackay's free.
It's just on replay at the present time. Centre clearance, go long, either Mackay or Curnow.
That's the shift, though, Jared. I want to talk about Patrick Cripps.
To become the first multiple of the afternoon, Harry Mackay. He's got two. And Carlton now have registered their biggest first quarter score since 2015. Unbeaten come to the MCG today. Cripps somehow. Kennedy happy to take on 2 or 3. The numbers did prevail, but they've had to force all the way back to try and go forward. Pinpoint from Hardwick. Mitchell. Nice little pop kick from Moore. Can he see off Doherty? He's got the free and he's not hanging around. He's going for home. He's going for broke. He's going for goal. Something for Hawthorn. And Moore again is able to show that he can find a goal or 2, as is the case so far today. What a sight.
Oh, it's an accident.
Oh, the 2 big fellas go down. Kennedy. And it's a free kick to Jack Silvani.
It's just falling apart right now for the Hawks. Under pressure, they're giving away free kicks.
Jack Silvani quite close to the man in the mark, but it matters little because it's right through the middle for another.
To the Blues. They're off at the moment. And the Blues are hot.
Hawks are ready. Owies from the pocket. Oh, look, there's another one coming up. Curnow takes the mark.
It might be 50 as well. He just got one at the top of the head. No, the umpires let that slide. Just a little clip across the top.
Curnow, another 2 on the board. And everything is coming together for Carlton. It's great to see. He sweeps the hamper, so they've got through the first line of defence, although Ward is going to be hunted down by Harry.
That's his second chase of 50 metres plus.
Pitnet with a soft tap. Bruce circling, but again, Cripps holding sway. No one quite knew where that had gone on the ricochet. Field overran it. McDonald, here's Bruce. It almost back him every time. The cunning and the class of Luke Bruce comes to the fore. Reeves. Big centre clearance to be won. Pitnet did the winning until Day took the mark off halfback. Great to see him back. Kicked his only ever AFL goal against the Blues. That was back in 2020. They're on the move now. Nash to full forward. Brewster's loose again.
Well, he's the one. He's the one getting space out the back. He's so dangerous. He's so clever.
He's now got 2 in the second. Just what Hawthorn needed. Hard to know who he was aiming at there. The bounce was fluky and it favoured Wingard. Didn't really capitalise or how. He'll be disappointed with that. Chair to Walsh to Kennedy. Confidence growing from the Blues again. One hand, if you don't mind, to Silvani. In the gully.
This is a darn good mark. I mean, it's so thrilled for this bloke that he's playing in successful sides and being given the credit for his performances.
Mitchell Lewis has kicked 8 goals in the first 2 weeks. Has had just 1 disposal so far, so hasn't been a factor this afternoon. Mitchell tried to push it through, but it comes back via Chera. And Silvani, good service again. Mackay, the deepest forward, is on the move, doubling back. Curnow!
Oh. And again, replay of the first quarter.
Around he goes. It's another from the Carlton Guns. Charlie's got 3. Harry Mackay has 2. Jack, but
almost 50.
Yeah, pretty clever though. He didn't give it away. Still got Jeff to the ground.
in the end they come out this side anyway. Morrison. Has he got the weighting right? He has. And at last, Lewis gets into the frame and takes the mark. Seen a bit of this already this afternoon. And finally, Mitch Lewis kicks his first. Across the body. That's a goal each at the start of the third. Back through the middle. Hard bounce. Gunston, Wiedering both had a piece. But the desperate stakes are there for the Hawks now. Lewis, they've got the extra body. Can they use it? Yes. The handball over the top. Good night. Bruce, and then into the goal square. McDonald. The Hawks get it all together to the punt road end. And they've kicked 2 in a row. And the game is just starting to equalise ever so slightly. It's back to 25 points. Jaff will always find a way. He can march off half-back. He's had 2 bounces. Hawthorn fans find full voice. Just hesitated a fraction on the kick. There wasn't a lot ahead, but somehow it got through to Warple. Now Bruce, and Wingard will have the delightful task of kicking their 3rd in a row. And again, from the back half, the Hawks are a threat. O'Brien to Curnow, 1 arm in the end, wasn't going to get it done as he was disrupted in flight. Ranger Barras through McGuinness, Ranger Barras again from Ward, but getting into trouble with each handball. Boyd, the heat pass to Hewitt, Mitchell! That's 4 in a row for the Hawks. And now the game is well and truly on. Nervous times for Blues fans. Pitnet at the front, Reeves the tap, Plowman just goes for territory. Anyone's ball. Morrison!
Boomerang.
Morrison! Harry Morrison has landed another blow. A question over the disposal. It's okay. And here they go again, the Hawks. Flashing off halfback. Jath with the long kick. Gunston had to wait, but Wiedering's out of the picture. The goal beckons. The lead beckons. The Hawks are in front. 6 of the best from the Hawks. Back to the 80s at the MCG. Oh, that could have gone anywhere.
No pressure.
Luck was a big fortune for Kennedy.
Great run.
Through the middle, on the charge. Now's their chance. Doherty goes. 2 bounces. Crowded fever pitch as he kicks the half forward. Centre field. It sits obediently. The leads are on. Owies. And his little mate Durden. Did he drop it? Well, he did. He wasn't played against. And he made the most of it. Blues back in front.
Score review.
Review complete. Looking at this angle, we can see the Hawthorn defender touch the ball before it crosses the goal line. Decision on scoreboard.
Wow. The kick in hope. To Coney. Ball rustles free in the tackle. Cripps desperate to get it to Walsh. Even numbers ahead of the ball, so they're a chance. Owies, Fisher, Silvani. Jack Silvani puts Carlton in front. And the Blue Baggers rise again. Doherty. And someone get a clean possession. Sicily goes for distance, goes for Gunston. Wiedering, it took two to bring him down.
Yeah, take it high.
Quick kick to Bruce. He's got Lewis deep. Instead, he goes for his old forward mate in Jack Gunston. To cut the margin to 1, and he gets it. Picture perfect. What a task. Hawthorn have precisely 60 seconds. Can they be gone from the back pocket and take it the length of the MCG? 66,000 people watch on. Nash up over the top. Warple with a hit and hope. We're down to 55 seconds. Flash point in the middle of the G. Which way will it go? O'Meara. They're going to get the shot. No, they won't.
Oh, great mark.
Jacob Wiedering is repelled and repelled all day. And this young general gets up, wounded, stumbling, happy to make the most of it and suck up every precious second possible. And he kicks to O'Brien. It's theirs to lose now, the Blues.
Been outstanding in key moments in this last quarter, Wiedering. None more so than those last two inside 50s.
15 seconds and Doherty, they don't need to go forward. And he's well aware they've got a man up the Hawks. Countdown to a mighty Carlton roar at the MCG. The Blues are back, baby.